Most parents are not. Empower your child to talk with the coach about concerns. Everybody wants more playing time, and understandably so. But encourage your children to have that conversation with their coaches instead of you doing it for them. Giving teenagers the confidence and conviction to speak up for themselves is one of the greatest benefits of participating in high school sports. Number 6, focus on the life lessons your children are learning, not on win-loss records or how many points they're scoring. According to the NC2A, only about 2% of all high school athletes win a sports scholarship, and the average value of it is less than $11,000. But every child will benefit from the lessons they've learned as a result of participating in high school sports for the rest of their lives. It's difficult being the parent of a high school athlete. There's far more emotion and social pressure involved than is ideal. But if you follow these 6 pointers, not only will your children love and respect you, but so will their teammates and coaches. And you might even be named MVP. Thank you for your support of high school athletics in Indiana. Stay tuned now. The Indiana SRN game is next. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Well, it's time to put this basketball court in use for both these teams. Their very first game of this 2020-2021 basketball campaign. The Covenant Christian Warriors set to host Roncalli in a Circle City Conference. Hello and welcome to Saturday afternoon basketball powered by Indiana SRN. Jarrett Lewis with you here alongside me, the coach, Keith Myers, ready to call this game. And again, the very first game for both these teams and for Covenant Christian, fresh off a state championship victory in football just a few short weeks ago on Thanksgiving weekend. And they are ready to kick off this 2020-2021 season under 16th year head coach Scott Flatt, and on the other side, Michael Wantz in his 19th year for Roncalli. Coach, how are we feeling today?
Overwhelmed, because not only did Covenant Christian win a state championship, Roncalli wins a football state championship, and that's one of my keys to the games today. These guys are going to have football legs. They're not going to have basketball legs. Which one's going to die out? Which one's going to be able to, shoot the jump shots? Because you got Michael Wilson, you got Trey Flatt and Tony Flatt on one end that played football, and then you got a slew of kids from Roncalli who also played football. They're football ready. I mean, they're ready. When the whistle blows, they're ready to hit somebody. They not to guard somebody. So I think that's one of the keys also. First game of the conference, and it's a must-win already, Jared. This is a conference that you only have 6 schools in, 1 loss, and you could be knocked out of the conference championship. So it's a must-win. So you got to hold your own home court. Fortunately for Covenant Christian, they get to play at home tonight. And, this game was originally supposed to be played last night. They decided to move it back one more day to get one more day of practice for everybody. So it should be an interesting contest tonight.
A huge win for Roncalli in that state championship, 49-7 over the Hobart Brickies. And one of those kids in that state championship for Roncalli was Aiden Leffler, and he was responsible for 5 touchdowns in that Class 4A state championship title. On the other side for Covenant Christian, a very close and exciting game came down to the wire, and you were lucky enough to call that game from Lucas Oil Stadium.
41-40. Tony Flatt comes in, steps in, and makes the play on the 2-point conversion. And the cool thing is being involved with both these schools as close as we are, and have the relationship with both the coaching staff and administration, they just wanted to celebrate. Hey, come and celebrate with us. And, tonight, both of them, if I was the athletic director today, I think that state football trophy might be somewhere in the gym to be showed off a little bit, because very proud for both of these schools, and nice programs all the way through.
What a way to kick off the first game for both these teams, playing against a state champion on the other side from football. But tonight, this afternoon I should say, we are focused on basketball. Let's start with Covenant Christian. They're the home team. Last year, 19-7, very good year. Sectional champions over Park Tudor, a 54-45 win. And then, of course, not sure how far this team could have gone, because COVID, of course, affecting everything and putting a halt to the state tournament. 73 points is what this team averaged last year, so could expect to see a lot of points from this Covenant Christian team. They are very well balanced. A lot of guys coming in, averaging around 3 points, 5 points, 7 points last year, and they're led by Trey Flatt, who averaged 13.5, coming off that football roster for Covenant Christian. He's going to lead the way as a senior for Covenant.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that Covenant Christian was playing their best basketball in March, and I really felt that if Covenant Christian could get past the regional, they would have had to play Park Heritage in the championship game of the regional. If they got past that, then they probably had to play Fort Wayne Blackhawk. That might have been a pretty close game, but a lot of people believe in Covenant that they would have won a state championship. You look at Roncalli, they're building on some success as well this year from last year as well, as COVID hit everybody during the state tournament.
Yeah, Roncalli had a big loss to a very big loss to Pike in that first round of the sectional. Very close game, 65-63. Their last sectional championship came in the 2010-2011 season, so they are looking to at least get back to a sectional championship game, let alone win one. 10-12 last year under head coach Michael Wantz, averaged 53 points. Not as high as Covenant Christian, a 20-point difference from last year. So we will see how many points do end up getting on the board, but they are led by Anthony Donahue. He's a senior, averaged almost 12 last year.
How class is this? They're bringing all the state championship football players from both teams out on the center of the floor so they can get recognition to this crowd. I think this is kind of cool that you look at the basketball players, but you look at the guys in the sweats. Those are football players thinking, we'll just hang out down at Covenant tonight. That's pretty cool and class that Covenant Christian done that for these kids. And, the love that they have for everybody, fist bumps and everything else. How cool is that?
Very cool moment. We'll be right back on Indiana SRN.
As we're picking up the public address announcers, they're introducing all the kids.
And now our home Covenant Christian High School Warriors. The Warriors are also proud state champions and the 1A championship, defeating the top-ranked South Adams Starfires in a 41-40 thriller. This is a program in school's first state title for any sport for Covenant Christian High School. In the postseason. Please join us in congratulating the following members of the Class 1A State Football Championship team. Carter Bell, Luke Munoz, Daniel Shin, Logan Reppin, John Higgins, Kimmel, Jackson Brew, Tony Flatt, Trey Flatt, BJ Lomax, and Michael Wilson. Also managers are newly appointed and Rita Lomax. Congratulations again to both teams.
Michael Wilson, the star of the game, got interviewed with Jerry Baker, and the thing Jerry kept on saying is, you got a big smile on your face. You got a big smile on your face. He goes, sir, this is the biggest thing I've ever had in my life. And so really kind of cool. Circle City Conference Basketball. Thank you very much for coming. You're listening and watching Indiana SRN.
the innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 160,000 participants here in Indiana who take part in high school sports.
Never miss a big game by downloading the IHSAA TV app for free on any device. For your iPhone or Apple TV, check the App Store. On your Android or Android TV device, load up the Google Play Store. Have a Roku or Amazon Fire Stick? We have the app for you. Check us out on Facebook Live, Twitter, or YouTube Live by searching for IHSAA TV. Or as always, click to IHSAATV.org for quick and easy access to your favorite IHSAA live and archived events.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great. Participate!
Welcome back to Covenant Christian High School, the very first game to open this 2020-2021 season for Roncalli and Covenant Christian. Jarrett Lewis with you here alongside the coach, Keith Myers, as the starting lineup is introduced right now for Roncalli. Let's go over the keys for the game with the coach.
With Roncalli, they got to limit their turnovers. They got to get rebounds, not only on the offensive end, but also on the defensive end. And then they got to run and go. They want that transition to go up and down the floor. And then they got to find Covenant Christian shooters, block them out, and prevent them not to scoring. So easy to do.
And then on the other side for Covenant Christian, what do you got for them?
For the Warriors, I think this game might be a little bit easier for them, and I don't say that in jest. I think because you are playing at home, it's a must-win. You got to protect your home court, so you have to win your home court. You got to win the 50-50 balls, or at least 75% of those. You got to keep the tempo the way you want it to be. Do not get in the tempo they want to play. You want to get in the tempo you want to be. And I think the key of every game is you got to rebound the ball well and then finish at the hoop.
Let's go over the starting lineup first for the visiting team, Roncalli. They're led by a senior guard in Anthony Donahue, the leading scorer last year, coming in averaged 11.5 that previous season. Also a junior guard, Caden Gore. Another junior guard in Gabe Horn, a junior forward in Braden Special, and a senior forward in Matthew Babb. Those are the starting five for Roncalli. On the other side for the Warriors, Trey Flatt, the leading scorer last year, 13.5, a senior guard wearing number 3. Brian Lomax is another senior guard wearing 14. Brock Buckley, a junior guard wearing number 23. Wearing number 20 is Michael Wilson, a senior, and then finally another senior is Caleb Crane wearing number 22, and most of those guys were on that football roster. And like you said earlier, they might have some football legs. We'll see how well they do going up and down the floor.
How about nice of a day? The sun is shining so brightly in the gym. It reflects the floor. Man, it really a pretty floor here at Covenant Christian.
Excited to bring this one to you. Powered by Indiana SRN, the Warriors will win the tip, and they'll go right to left wearing their home whites with green numbers and green letters. Roncalli, blue jerseys, red numbers, red trim. As that pass is stolen away on the other side down the floor, and another steal. Back-to-back turnovers just like that. Warriors with it. Here's a three, right corner, and it's good. Put that one down for Brian Lomax.
There's the early lead, and BJ just left off what he did on the football field. Scores touchdowns, scores three-pointers.
A couple of touchdowns in this gymnasium currently. And defense from Covenant. In the corner, Roncalli staying patient behind the back, trying to create space, but good defense from Covenant.
Look at the help defense.
Anthony Donahue going baseline, tries to dump it down. Ball is deflected, and BJ comes up with it. Stops in midair as that ball is deflected out of bounds. Roncalli came up with it, but another steal. Back to the Warriors.
Our cameraman's going to get dizzy going back and forth like this.
Top of the key three. No good for Covenant. As full court pressure, Michael Wilson. And he deflects that pass away. Trying to get it over the half-court line, and they will fail to do so. 10-second violation on Roncalli.
And last year, that's one thing that Scott Platt wanted to do. Here's the three. Watch this. Lomax is deep. Touchdown three. Wow. Very impressive.
A lot of turnovers to talk about as well for Roncalli. This defense, we liked the offense in the state championship game, but the defense has deflected some passes and forced turnovers here early on.
Now you're talking about football legs right here. This is the point it starts burning. You're only played 2 minutes up and down the floor, but this is when it starts burning. It looks like you got an offensive foul.
Yeah, Lomax on the drive. He dumped it down, but they're going to get him on a charge call.
Crane on the foul, his first, team's first. Look at the pressure.
Coach Flatt, the head coach, applying this full court pressure. Roncalli breaks it. Back up top. Caden Gore, junior guard, drives in, left hand, goes up with it off the backboard. Nice tough rebound down low by Wilson. He'll kick it up. Here's Lomax, lays it in.
Lomax has all 5 points. Nice, unselfish basketball.
And they are still relentless in this pressure. And the bench of Covenant also with some help. Maybe a push off there. What are referee's going to call?
Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul.
A little hesitant on the call.
Wow.
And another turnover. Back to Covenant. This 5-0 lead. And closing in on 5 left to play. Lomax far side. Up top to Buckley.
See the high-low pick there down Jarrett? This is, Scott Platt is just famous for that high-low defense.
Here's one of the flats. He loses it. That was Trey. Ball is up on the floor. It's going to be a tie-up.
Roncalli's basketball.
Plenty of empty possessions here early on for both squads. The full court pressure still in play. And they finally get it in.
Got to stop the ball. Got to stop the ball.
And Wilson, he was the one trying to. Went up for the block and unsuccessful.
Lynch on the basket.
Good ball movement here from Covenant. Lomax brings it back out. Over to Flatt, and Flatt is on the ground again. This time, a foul's going to be called, and Roncalli can't believe it. Matthew Babb might be the one guilty for it. Actually, they're going to give it to Anthony Donahue. That's his first. Flatt trying to keep his feet, but he's hit the ground twice now. Now Covenant will have it out of bounds under. Wilson to trigger. Lomax trying to beat him with the left hand. Nice deflection by Roncalli, but Covenant will keep it. Trey Flatt into BJ Lomax. Wilson, top of the key. Covenant playing it slow.
Oh, nice pick.
Picked his pocket, but again, ball goes out of bounds. And it looks like this time Roncalli will take it. A lot of back and forth trading turnovers by both teams.
Well, you expect that for game one, right? You're two football schools. You come in and you only have 10 practice or 5 practice to get it done. And
here's Roncalli, and this time another ball that goes out of bounds.
Wilson tried to say, hey, it didn't go with my foot.
Gabe Horn set to get it out of bounds, and he gets it into Gore. Aggressive on-ball defense applied by Flat. Roncalli staying patient. Nice find down low, and Horn will be able to put it down. Miscommunication on the screen away from the ball, and Horn able to make some space. There's a nice drive, easy bucket as he lays it in. That was Caleb Crane. First time somebody other than Lomax gets into the box score. And Lomax, the one with the steal, he'll throw it back up to Crane. Crane just inside the three-point line, and he knocks it down. How about 4 points in about 14 seconds?
How about the defense here? Oh, wide open.
Nice pump fake, get him up in the air, and draws the foul.
Buckley, who's in no man's zone. Here's Horn. This is nice to go to basket. I mean, underneath. Kisses it off the backboard. Nice job.
Going to the line for Roncalli. Aiden Leffler. Mentioned him in the pregame. How big he was at Lucas Oil. Accounted for 5 total touchdowns. And now he's at the free throw line. A few substitutions for Covenant. Graham Shelton checks in, as does Tony Flat. His brother will take a seat. Second free throw also no good. 0 for 2 from the line is Leffler. Flat brings it up for the Warriors. Another substitution for Covenant. Jaden Ashley checks in.
You know, Tony Flat is an amazing story. Hurt his ACL during basketball season last year. Said he might not have been able to make football. Not only did he make football, played all 15 games and stopped the 2-point conversion. What a story how God healed that young man's leg. And him playing basketball less than a year later is amazing.
Pretty amazing stuff. We wait on the referees. They're talking about something. Looks like they have it all figured out now. Roncalli with possession. Still this full court pressure. Roncalli clears out as Gore will bring it across the timeline. Flat harassing him up top, and enough to get the foul called on him.
You know, what amazes me, Jared, is they'll call the foul 55, 60 feet away from the basket, but inside, man, you can just beat them up.
Haven't seen much play inside. Crazy pump fake shot doesn't go for Donahue. So the Warriors bringing up at a decent pace, and a nice find to Crane. Caleb Crane with 4 early points, and now the lead is up to 7.
How about Luke Shelton on the no-look pass?
Donahue being harassed. Was doubles up top. And here's another foul. 2 quick fouls called on Tony Flat, the sophomore, who just checked in a short minute or 2 ago.
No basket. Happened on the floor.
And it was before the shot, so Roncalli will have it out of bounds under. Looks like Donahue to trigger. He gets it in the corner. 3-pointers up off the back iron. No good. Rebound by Crane. Crane probably the tallest player on the floor. Nice find. Nice cut. Oh, Ashley. But what about the pass?
How about Luke Shelton, back-to-back passes.
Donahue trying to get Shelton off of him. But Shelton's going to be the one called on the foul, unless it was Ashley.
Ashley.
But how about that offense? Great passing and great cutting away from the basketball by Covenant Christian.
How about, look at this Noah pass. This isn't a background playground right here, buddy. That's great.
That was the first one from Shelton. Double teaming the man with the ball is Covenant, and Michael Wilson going after the basketball. Another tie-up, and that's at least the second one that Wilson has caused.
Michael Wilson is so strong and so fast.
That's a man you don't want to mess with on the field. You don't want to mess with him here.
No.
In the gymnasium either.
But he's got the cutest smile in the world, my wife says.
And he's got the basketball up top. 1:15 to go. Nice crossover by Wilson. Shelton, and a foul called. Let's see, it's going to go against Babb. It's a second. Crucial 2 fouls here in the first quarter for Babb. Roncalli trying to get a stop, trying to find some sort of momentum. Just 4 points here through 7 minutes of play. Covenant, on the other hand, nice spin move by Flat as he has checked back in. Shelton over to Ashley, now to Wilson. Tough drive, kick out to Ashley. Ashley, nice pull up, left it short though. And the rebound to Babb. Putting up the floor quickly comes Roncalli. Flat with good defense. He gets beat. They're going to call another offensive foul. Nice take by Tony Flat. Check that. That was Trey. And Donahue, I believe, was the one to pick it up, and that's his second as well. So 2 key players, both starters for Roncalli with 2 fouls. Donahue will sit out, as checking in is Michael Hegwood for Roncalli. Let's see what Covenant does here with 30 seconds to go. Will they hold for 1? Ball screen for Wilson. Gets it over to Flat. Might like his chances. Nice kick. Shelton in the corner. 3's no good. Rebound down low by Shelton, and he threw it off of a Roncalli player, and yeah, that player was out of bounds.
That player was out of bounds. It threw the ball. And now the officials now asking the coach that he has to be seated.
Well, they have one coach leaving the gym. He just left the screen. He's the head coach, Payson, and now he takes a seat, but they have another coach still standing in that doorway. And it had to have been something along the lines of
communication.
And that lob is no good. Shelton. Graham Shelton on the miss. The other Shelton, Luke, both of them on the floor right now. 10 seconds. Up top, Roncalli. Here's Gore. Kicks it over just inside the 3-point line. Left it way short and falling to the ground. Foul's called. Covenant Christian doesn't like it. Crazy sequence there as the clock stops at half a second.
Ashley on the foul. 5/10. Now you can literally get a shot off here.
It's going to have to be quick. It's going to have to be maybe a tip at around the rim.
Devin Woods checks in the ball game. Everybody's bringing in their big guys. I think this is going to go to the rim. What do you think?
Just might. Trevor Locke checked in for Roncalli, the big guy. They lob it up to him. The tip is going to go. Coach Flat displeased with the way that first quarter ended, but his team has a 13-6 lead as we head to a break. You're watching Warriors basketball, powered by Indiana SRN.
Morales Group is made up with talented and diverse individuals who commit to you. We focus on building better futures, one story at a time, and by giving people jobs. Call Morales Group today at 317-641-4015. Morales Group is a proud sponsor of Indiana SRN. If you like to be one of those sponsors, please contact us. There's a donate button right there on the website. You can hit that donate button. Or if you like to email, you can email coach@indianasrn.org. We want to welcome the fans of Roncalli for joining us today. Thank you for joining us to the broadcast. Turn off that radio, guy, and listen to us. We'll call you a fair shot. It's Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Roncalli beginning the second quarter with the basketball. Down 13-6. And nice backdoor defense. Graham Shelton getting the steal for Covenant. And a drive and another offensive foul. Boy, there's been a good amount of those called here in the early going.
I think that's the third one.
Trey Flatt was the guilty party on that one.
And as early as this is, teams are close to the bonus. Roncalli will shoot the next Covenant foul.
Roncalli has it on the far side. Covenant begins this second quarter with Luke Shelton, BJ Lomax, Brock Buckley, Michael Wilson, and the other Shelton Graham. 2-3 zone look from Covenant as they get it into the big fella down low. Easy foul. Michael Wilson skying up to the roof, and he came down hard on Trevor Locke.
I tell you, I like the big fella. He's not afraid to go get the ball. I got Wilson for one.
Wilson indeed with that one foul. As Locke will go to the line, he'll shoot two. First one, no good. 0 for 3 from the line so far is Roncalli. Leaving some crucial points. Locke's second free throw also no good.
Boy, those are points you really would like.
Lomax quickly down the floor and a nice, easy look. Graham Shelton just waiting for that one on the block.
I tell you what, I like the Shelton boys. They play very, very well, and they're very smart and unselfish. Nice basket.
Full court pressure, Wilson. Going to be close to 10, and they finally get it over the line. Here's a ball that is tipped out of bounds. They'll say Graham Shelton was the last to touch it. Boy, the defense of Covenant forcing a lot of bad passes.
Well, you want to get rid of the ball. You don't want to get trapped because you're afraid they're going to lose the ball.
So when you apply that good on-ball defense, it makes it hard to get the ball off. In the corner. Double team. Locke has it, and he lost it. Nice tiptoe pass from Shelton. Up the floor to Wilson.
Oh, they called a block.
I was about to say we might see another offensive foul called here, but this time maybe not in position to take that one, and you might be able to hear some Roncalli fans. They are displeased with that one.
The referees in the blue shirts not real happy with that call.
That's his first foul. 5 team fouls on Roncalli.
Coach Wantz getting a debriefing from one of the referees. And here's a nice pass by Locke. The big fella get the steal.
Oh, they missed an over and back.
Yeah, almost a carry, an over and back something. Here's a three in the corner, left it short. And going hard to the floor. Nothing called there. Offensive rebound for Roncalli, and here's a foul finally called. Down low, let's see who it's on.
Buckley hit the floor, and his head literally hit the floor, and he was stunned there for a minute.
Well, he hit that floor hard. No doubt you heard that one. Going to the line for Roncalli is Leffler.
Shelton called for the foul.
Leffler now 0 for 3 from the free throw line.
Are they 0 for 6?
They are 0 for 5.
Wow.
Currently.
You know, that's 11. If they make them, you know, it's 15-11.
This one's short. 0 for 6 as a team. Wilson. letting his offense get set. Kicks it over to Shelton, left side. Up top, Lomax used the screen, gets to the lane, and lays it up nicely with the left hand. Lomax with 7, yep. 17-6 ball game. Roncalli struggling to score, struggling against this double team, and it's going to force a timeout called by Coach Wantz. It's going to be a 30-second timeout.
We're looking for a 1,000 subscriber on our YouTube page, and if you are it, you win $50 of gift cards from Aspen Creek Grill in Fishers. Subscribe today and never miss a game. Games go on and on and on. Hit that red button, be that 1,000 subscriber. We'll be happy to give you the $50 gift card. And you know how tight our boss is, Jerry Collins. For him to put out a $50 gift card, he must really like to have that $1,000 subscriber. Jerry just knew he's afraid he'll get fired if he talked about it. So
I'd hate to say anything bad about Jerry.
You're a good man.
Over 800 subscribers currently on that YouTube page. Tell your friends, tell your family, get them to watch this game if they're a Covenant fan or Roncalli. You don't want to miss it. Live on YouTube at Indiana SRN. Covenant Christian with a 17-6 lead. A little over 2 minutes has gone by in this second quarter. Again, Roncalli just really struggling against the full court, against the half court. This defensive Covenant is standing strong. That's why Roncalli has just 6 points on the board so far. Nice backdoor cut, and that's a way to get the scoring going. Got it into the high post, and Donahue made the nice cut for 2. Donahue, their leading man last year. Here's a steal for Roncalli. Coming down the other way. Wilson went up. Unable to get the block, and the shot's going to go down for, I believe, Noah Sissel getting the 2. A quick 4 points for Roncalli. Lomax has it up top. Wilson. Back to Lomax. Nice drive. Beat his man easily. That crossover and that explosive move. Able to beat his defender.
He has 11 on the night.
Double teamed up top. They get it inside in the lane. The bigger man, Leffler, finally gets into the scoring column. So we get a little bit of some up and down action. Covenant able to answer, but Roncalli has 6 points since that timeout. Nice drive to the bucket. It's going to force the foul. Brock Buckley will go to the line. Let's check out this crossover by Lomax. Goes left, back to the right.
Boy, once he has that step, he's just deadly. How about you like the long sock with one high sock, one low sock?
It's an interesting look.
The other day we saw a girl wearing a red shoe and a pink shoe. Very interesting look.
See a little bit of everything, I guess, these days.
High school basketball, you sure do.
To the line. Buckley.
Got them both.
2 for 2. And his first 2 points to help extend this lead. Back up to 8. Wilson, full court pressure. Tough to get around. They finally get over the timeline, and it's going to be a foul. And that's actually going to send Roncalli to the line, I believe, for 2 free throws.
Wilson on the foul, his second of the night. Now double bonus. The way you're shooting free throws right now, you got to get on a roll here.
Yeah, with their misses, which is 6 of them, it would be a 3-point game right now. This time, Caden Gore will take a crack at it, his first free throw attempts. First one is up, and it's good. Still 1 for 7 as a team. From this point on, you'd like to see Roncalli make most of them, if not all of them. Gore goes 2 for 2. He's got 6 points for Roncalli. Tony Flatt, his pass is deflected. It goes out of bounds, and Are they saying it wasn't deflected, or are they saying it was off Lomax?
I think Lomax might have got it on the pinky. They're a lot closer than we are.
He's not arguing with it. He's got to play some defense right here. Roncalli gets it over half court. Double team the ball, and another foul call. Coach Flatt is not happy about it. It was Trey Flatt and Caleb Crane double teaming in the corner, and they've been doing that this whole first half. It's been quite effective, but right there they get the foul called.
That's Flatt's second one of the night.
Donahue at the line. 3 points for him, trying to make it 4. This Covenant Christian, their aggressive defense has allowed Roncalli to get to the free throw line and cut into the lead. It's the 5-point game now. Lomax splits 2 defenders, hands off to Crane. Far side, Flatt, confident in that shot. It rims in and out. And ever since that first bucket from Lomax, which was a 3, Covenant has missed at least 3 threes since then. Here's a steal. Lomax has numbers. He'll take it himself on the left side. Gets fouled. Bucket won't go, but he'll go to the free throw line. Roncalli fans not happy about that one. This crew has made some questionable calls in their eyes.
Well, I think Lomax felt the contact, and he just fell down.
He did a nice job of using that defender's body. Doesn't get the shot to go, but he'll make the most of it with a free throw on the first.
10 points on the night for Lomax. Nice little quarter here.
The lefty, second free throw, also good. Leading everybody in the scoring category is Lomax with 11. And now he's heading up this full court pressure. Double team, Crane comes over. So they get it across half court. Nice defense there by Ashley. Can't get the steal. Layup's no good. Offensive rebound down under. And it'll go for Roncalli. That bucket made by Babb. Lomax to the lane. Nobody boxes out Crane. Actually, give that bucket to Buckley. Nobody picked up Buckley.
The clock has not moved for about, I'm going to say, a minute and a half.
So what will they do here? The clock is, now it's stopped again at 3:40.
Do we have the right score?
They only ran off 10 seconds. 23-20 the score. A double team comes again.
Okay, 25-18. So the scorekeeper is probably in football mode as well.
Who's running this scoreboard here? 25-18 is the score. All right, we got it right. 3.5 left to play in this first half. See, that foul was on Trey Flatt. That's his third, so he's going to have to take a seat.
Don't miss a game. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and never miss a game. You can watch the game over and over again, pre-notification to let you know when the game is going to be played. It's on Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game. Both coaches have now worked the officials enough where they both have been warned.
And now
he just got a technical foul.
Boy, what is going on here? Coach Flatt, he wasn't happy with the foul called, and now he may have gotten the technical, or maybe a coach that was sitting down picked it up, but nonetheless, it's going to be technical free throws for Caden Gore, and then he's also going to shoot 2 more from the previous foul. Gore knocks down the first. Second one also good. Could be a 4-point swing here. Third one also good. It was 25-18. And now with this next one, could be a 3-point game. Fourth and final free throw. Good for Caden Gore. He goes 4 for 4 from the line, and he made it look easy. We get a couple substitutions. Flatt will sit with his third foul. Buckley will also take a seat. The Shelton boys are in. Crane is in, along with Lomax and Ashley. That's the 5 for Covenant. Donahue, Gore, they're in for Roncalli. Pass goes into the backcourt. Gore dribbles it off his foot. Well, Roncalli does keep it. Lomax guarding Gore. Roncalli staying patient. Covenant standing strong on defense. Donahue in the drive. Easy dump down and an easy bucket there. Boy, it was 25-18, and all of a sudden 25-24. 6 points unanswered in a matter of about 30 seconds for Roncalli. Far side, Shelton, down low to Crane. Thought about a move over his left shoulder. Shelton bobbles it, hands off to Crane, a three-pointer, no good. Covenant's 1 for 5 from beyond the arc. Ashley's second chance opportunity is going to get a foul called. Not sure who the foul is on. It's going to be 2 shots for Jaden Ashley, who already has 2, now his 3rd point of the game. And he goes 2 for 2. 27-24. Lomax pounding the man with the ball. Donahue finally gets it over. And that ball gets away from him, trying to bounce it off Shelton. Shelton throws it up to Ashley, who dumps it off to Crane, gives it to Lomax, and Lomax will bring it back out. Could have been quite the sequence there for the Warriors.
I think Lomax was afraid he was going to travel.
Ashley drives baseline, and
another foul.
It's going to be 1-1. Ashley will go back to the free throw line. Non-shooting foul. A lot of fouls here called in this first half. It's going to be the 3rd foul called on Babb. Yep, he had 2 in the first quarter.
And we had the wrong number. Carson Lynch wears number 12. They fooled us today.
They sure did. Ashley makes the first. Free throws have been solid from Covenant Christian. They are 7 for 7.
Tonight's game is brought to you by College Hunks and Movers. Give them a call today, 317-517-0569. Professional experience for 14 years.
Second one no good from Ashley.
College Hunks and Movers. Sorry about that.
Locke and a big air ball. That pass, trying to get it down low. Roncalli has done a nice job of breaking the press when they move the ball quickly and try to get it inside the three-point line. A lot of Covenant players playing around half court, but they have the numbers if they can break it easily, get quick passes down low. Tony Flatt has checked in for Covenant. Shelton left side. Up top to Crane. Over to the other Shelton, and Flatt hits the floor. Got knocked down by Locke, who's twice as big.
Tony Flatt says, I thought my hitting day was over last Friday. Last Saturday. Whew. Got back up, though, didn't he? He's like you. He's going to fragile like you are. Missed the free throw.
First scoring opportunity for Tony Flatt.
You know, Roncalli has stayed close to this ball game as quickly as Covenant Christian came out. Roncalli's just hanging in there.
It was 13-6 after one. Covenant made the lead even larger in that second quarter to start. Here's a steal from Shelton. Following it up, trying to clean it up, and he can't, was Ashley. And that ball sticks back to Donahue. Here comes Donahue up the floor. He'll try to take it himself. Right side on the lane, perfectly lays it off the glass. Donahue has quite the quarter. Didn't score in the first, but he has 8. 29-26. Flatt drives in the lane. Was going to kick it out to Crane, but he got fouled during that pass. Nice move here by Donahue, doing it all himself. Now under a minute to go in this second quarter.
I think that foul might have been on 44. That's Lauk.
Lauk has some fouls to his credit. Free throws not looking pretty here for Tony Flatt.
That is football legs right there, my friend. I'd like to hear from you during the game today. Tweet us at Indiana SRN. Get ready for a shout out. Thanks for watching. It's Indiana SRN.
It's another place you can watch this game live. On Twitter at Indiana SRN. 2 for 4 at the free throw line for Tony Flatt. Final minute left to play in this one. In the first half, I should say. Roncalli. Into the lane, lays it up. Oh, beautiful move.
It's Lynch.
Carson Lynch, we kept calling him Caden Gore all day.
He might really like that since all the points we gave.
Yeah, Caden Gore has 9 points. Lynch now with 2. But 12 total for Lynch, and that shot's no good from. Here's a steal, and this time Crane will get the bucket. He missed the first time, but nice selfish play as Ashley got the assist. Donahue trying to draw the foul as he drew the double team, and there's not a foul called there, but there is going to be something called here as Flatt hits the ground again, and it's going to be a traveling violation.
Traveling violation.
Here's the steal. Watch this. I mean, that's great Shelton. And then this is a basket you could have yourself, but nope, I'll just give it to you. 9-10. Now, they scored with 5-10s.
And they do have the big fella locked down low. They might try a lob to him again, but they are positioned right in front of the scores table. It'll be Gabe Horn to throw it in. See what Roncalli comes up with here. Will be a lob to Locke. This one won't go this time. And that second attempt will also be no good, and that's how both teams will head to the locker room. A much closer game. Roncalli staying in it. Covenant Christian up 32-28 as we hit the half. You're watching Warriors basketball powered by Indiana SRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
There's no greater anti-poverty measure than to give a person a job that helps them start to change that trajectory.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
It was a challenge that was given by my father. He wanted me to give back much more than I had been. Then I realized that when he said more, he wanted me to see how I could give more. And it wasn't just in money, but in time and in services. And that's how the Morales Group was created.
I started off at Morales Group as an intern. I interned for 3 years before going on full-time staff here. What I love most about Morales Group is that big family aspect. I come from a big family in Mexico, and since the company is continuously growing, I feel like there's always a new member of the family that I get to know.
We're willing to give. We're willing to serve others, and we're not expecting something in return.
Come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
This is a place of becoming. I grew up spiritually here. This place is a gem of Christian community, not just for churches and not just for schools, but for Christians coming together and dialoguing and truly learning and truly engaging culture.
This idea of the relationship with a student and the relationship with God, it's the most important thing in what we do in every single subject that we teach.
We want Covenant to be a place where they are challenged in their faith here in a safe environment where questions are welcome, but we ultimately have faith in the gospel.
The model of Covenant is that all teachers are Bible teachers, that all the teachers are mentors and spiritual leaders. And we've always hired teachers that care immensely about their students and not just about their intellectual life, but about their spiritual life.
The kind of education that Covenant is providing, both intellectual but also deeply spiritual, practical, theology that changes the way that students live. The gospel is the message that changes everything.
We're not just trying to master the truths, but to receive them that we would be changed.
Do you want to have a thinking faith? Do you want to have a curious faith? How about a charitable faith? We need students who understand their faith, and not who just understand it intellectually, but who have a zeal, a personal zeal for Jesus.
We are pursuing concrete answers to everything always, to be right, but to live in right relationship. Not just be right, but do rightly.
Our model of education, our pursuit of learning, is not just about preparing students to serve, though it is that. It's not just preparing students for rigorous academic endeavors, which we hopefully do that as well. But we know that at the heart of it all, and the thing that matters most to us is that their lives are changed.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
From the skybox of Covenant Christian High School, Keith Myers, Jared Lewis, 32-28 halftime score is Covenant Christian in the lead. Indiana SRN is very excited of the successful season that we had in football. Now we're preparing for the basketball, and we humbly ask you to consider supporting us. Every donation, big or small, gets us one step closer to putting another kid on TV for grandma who lives out of state, from viewing parties in Texas, or for our troops in the Middle East and all those who watch on our streams. To help us, simply hit that donate button there on our website at Indiana SRN, or contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. For quick donation, though, hit that donation button, please. In its 51st publication, Hoosier Basketball Magazine will be available on Christmas Day. Check out the magazine cover, and the whole entire state will be covered from top to bottom, and the teams you love and the players you would love to watch. Follow us, Hoosier Basketball Magazine, at HBB Magazine on Twitter. That's Hoosier Basketball Magazine. 32-28, you look at the game, very physical, Jared. Game that really Covenant Christian dominated in the first 9-10 minutes, and then Roncalli seems to got their feet. We'll see how it goes, but got to be happy with both teams because they both just played football last week. Now they're playing basketball. Yeah, and one of your keys to the game, we mentioned it before tip-off, was for Roncalli to limit those turnovers, and I think Covenant did a nice job of forcing turnovers, deflecting some passes, just putting pressure on the guy with the ball, whether it be in the full court or the half court. So that was one of the keys that Roncalli didn't hit. And they didn't hit really the run and go that you mentioned either. Not a whole lot of fast break action for either team, as a matter of fact. But then on the other side for Covenant Christian, just doing a nice job of forcing those turnovers, playing some nice on-ball defense. And in that second quarter, Roncalli made it close. The technical foul kind of helped them. A nice 6-point swing there, made the game close, and now it's just a 4-point lead for Covenant. And we look at the overall goal here, and with both teams, they have football legs. You definitely saw that on the free throw line early for Roncalli. They were 0 for 9, I think, before they got their first one. A couple players from Covenant Christian's having a hard time shooting free throws. It's their first game, so it's so much difference of a wide open space, and I can hit you and tackle you. Today I have to defend you and not try to tackle you, or I'll get fouls called, because there are lots of fouls called in the first half. Both schools coming off a state championship victory in football. Which one of them will get the very first win in basketball? And not only first win of the season, but the first win in the conference. As we talk about, this is huge for a conference, for the Circle City Conference. Yep, Circle City Conference in play. 32-28 the score. Both teams have headed to the benches, and they're getting ready to begin the second half. You know, we talk about our schedule next week, a total of 15 games on the network next week. It starts Tuesday. Let me run down Tuesday, Wednesday schedule for you as we have time. Tuesday, Heritage Christian at Covenant Christian. That's a girls' game on 7:30 on the web. Park Tudor Heritage Christian boys' game on Tuesday night. That's on the web at 7:30. International School takes on Shortridge. That's a boys' game at 7:30. And Greenwood Christian Academy girls takes on Guerin Catholic. That's a radio game. On Wednesday, Brownsburg takes on Addicts. Thursday, Covenant Christian takes on Greenwood Christian Academy on a boys' side on 7:30. On Friday, a slew of games for you. North Vermilion and Traders Point. Heritage Christian Chatard doubleheader, boy-girl. And Anderson and Tech boy-girl doubleheader. All of those on Web TV. Next Saturday, Covenant Christian and Greenwood Christian. That's a 1:30 start. That's a web game for girls. And then Fort Wayne Southside Heritage Christian girls, a radio broadcast. And then the nightcaps for you, Buff Covenant Christian, a webcast, and Guerin Catholic Muncie Central. That also is a webcast. Total of 15 games. Let's hope we get them all in.
Great lineup for you next week. Make sure you tell everybody about it. Let them know they can watch these games live on YouTube or Twitter or on the website, indianasrn.org. Here's our game right now. Covenant Christian will begin with the basketball. Going left to right this time. Michael Wilson starts with the ball over to Lomax. Flat in the corner. Gets that three to go. Just how the first half opened up the scoring. Trey Flat will open up the second half with a three.
Maybe that's what he needs to get going, huh?
That's his first points of the game. 13.5 is what he averaged last year, the senior. He's out there with Wilson, Lomax, Crane, and Buckley, the starting five for Covenant. For Roncalli, their usual starting five. 5 seconds almost the call there. Nice pass inside for Roncalli, and they get the roll. 2 points scored, and here's Flat on trying to get another three to go. Won't get that one this time. Nice pass. Here's a drive. Boy, good 2 first possessions for Roncalli. Gabe Horn, the one to get the score that time. On the drive, ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to say Roncalli will take it.
Here's Trey Flat, sets his feet, got it, nothing but net.
Full court pressure applied by Covenant. Getting close to that 5-second mark as Donahue just has to throw it off of Buckley. Long, deep pass. Defense applied by Lomax. He able to tip it, but coming down the floor is Lynch, and he's going to draw the foul. Boy, Lomax was just playing DB on that play. He did knock the ball down, but Roncalli was there to scoop it up.
Wilson gets called for the foul. Interesting, his third. The count's pretty slow, Jarrett.
Gotta imagine Covenant fans are eager to get another 5-second call. They had a 10-second call back in that first half. Their defense has been hounding at times these Roncalli players. 2 for 2 from the line goes Lynch. Now it's just a 1-point game. Out to Wilson. Left side, drives with the right hand. Nice defense applied there. Getting the steal is Gabe Horn. He's going to bring it across the floor himself. So he hands off to Lynch. The much larger Buckley out to guard him. Now Lomax switches on him. Swings it over to Donahue. 3 left side. Boy, that was pretty. Donahue didn't score in the first, had a major second quarter. Now he has 11 total.
And Roncalli leads for the first time tonight, 37-35. How about that?
Here's Flat, trying to at least tie it up. Throws it up to Buckley. That ball is going to go out of bounds, but they're going to say a foul will be called. Let's see who's going to pick up this one. It might be Special.
Donahue sets his feet. He knew that was going in all the way. He's yelling at the basket.
Nice smooth jumper from Donahue. Lob up to Buckley. Lomax gives it back to him. Buckley will drive with the left hand. Nice move. He gets fouled going up. Buckley kind of acted like he was just trying to get the ball off. He makes a nice right to left crossover. and then takes it up with the left hand.
Matthew Babb in his 4th foul. You don't want to lose these guys this early. No way.
Babb has contributed 4 points. The starter's most likely going to have to take a seat. Yeah, he will. As checking in is Aiden Leffler for Roncalli.
Buckley knocks down the first one.
And Buckley will go 2 for 2. Tie ball game at 37. 5.5 left to go in the third. Full court again. Lomax is playing great defense, but it's a little too much for these referees.
That's his first.
So good for BJ. Just 1 foul for him. Well, Max comes over to double. Nice job getting it off. It's Donahue gets it into Leffler. Now back the other side to Lynch. Donahue has it left side, tries to beat Buckley. Crane was there for help side defense. Driving the baseline again. Nice extra pass. Leffler gets that 3 over. It's no good from Horn, and a steal from behind from Wilson. Wilson will take it all the way himself up with the right hand.
Coast to coast. Woo!
Good defense to get the steal, and then the explosiveness getting to the bucket. Leffler trying to track down that ball. He's not going to be able to.
Look at the bench. Tony Platt up and down. Look at this. Wilson knows he's got the lane, and they just parted the Red Sea for him. How about the bench coming off?
The bench has kind of picked up the noise, trying to help out their buddies on the floor. Covenant retakes the lead after that Wilson bucket. Here's Lomax. He most definitely traveled, but Covenant Christian looking for maybe a push from behind. Nonetheless, Roncalli will take it on the turnover. Roncalli. Lynch brings it over the timeline. Ball's tipped out of bounds. Nice defense by Buckley.
You know, nice little story. Jackson Brew, who played football, is the team manager. He wanted to be involved with his buddies during basketball season. Really wants to concentrate on his football, and is the manager. Got his baseball cap on over there cheerleading on the side of the other side of the court. Neat story.
Lomax almost picks up the steal as he closely guards Donahue. Nice pass down low. Lynch can't get it to go. Nice defense by Buckley as him and Leffler go after the ball, and he's going to force a jump. Possession arrow favors Roncalli as we get a substitution. Luke Shelton checks into the ball game, and Wilson will take a seat. Lynch trying to get inbounds. He does. Flat tries to come behind. Nice block there by Shelton. Kicks it out. Nice extra pass. Another 3 from Donahue. This one no good, and it's going to bounce outside the black lines and go over to the Warriors. (39-37). Lomax has control. Over to Flat. He likes his chances. That 3's no good. Not much success from downtown for either team. Covenant Christian just 2 made 3-pointers. Here comes Roncalli the other way. Donahue gets another crack at it. This time top of the key, and he buries it.
Nice off-screen basket.
Crazy sequence here. Lomax is fouled. He hits the floor. Lynch doesn't like the call. Looks like it's going to be 3 free throw attempts coming up for Lomax. Check out the 3 by Donahue here. Lomax gets caught up in a screen, and that's just too much space for Donahue.
Now they're going to take this ball out of bounds because they said the foul was after the shot. The rule says that the shooter has the right to come down both feet down. Contact was made. I don't know if that's the right call, but it's nice that Covenant Christian gets the ball back.
And Lomax has the ball right now, gives it off to Shelton. Shelton, little runner, is not going to get it to go. Empty possession there for Covenant, miscommunication, and boy, if Shelton lets that ball go out of bounds.
That's their ball.
Shelton anticipated it well, knocks it out, but Roncalli will keep it. Looks like we're going to get another substitution for the Warriors as Jaden Ashley checks in, and right after that we get a timeout called by Roncalli, and we're going to take a break with them. You're watching Warriors basketball, powered by Indiana SRN.
Every day, Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling keeps Hoosiers comfortable at home. When you see our bright orange trucks on the road or in your neighborhood, you know the Summers tradition of trust is alive and well. We deliver essential services where you need them, when you need them. We're trusted for quality service at fair prices. Plus, we do what it takes to keep you safe in a time like this. Just call Summers and enjoy the season at home in comfort.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the Indiana SRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Nice little huddle there. Covenant Christian, Roncalli 40, Covenant Christian 39. Keith Myers, Jarrett Lewis. You can hear Jarrett tonight on Indiana SRN radio as he has the Ritter Heritage Christian game tonight with Justin Griffiths. 7:30 start?
Yes, sir.
Double dip today, huh?
How about that? Moving up in the world.
Hey, gotta love it.
Out of the timeout, Roncalli. They took a lead earlier in this third quarter, their first lead of the ball game. They have the lead here yet again. Different defensive look from Covenant Christian. 1-3-1. Long pass, and Ashley thought about going after the basketball. He held up. He's going to get called for that push. It's the third foul on Jaden Ashley. Still in this 1-3-1. Trying to apply this pressure. Covenant Christian, we've had some success. They are relentless. Ball goes into the corner to Leffler. Shelton working the top of the 1-3-1. The other Shelton tries to get a piece of that Leffler three. It's no good. Long rebound out to Graham. Graham hands off to Flat. Luke Shelton. Tough drive. Kicks it out. Nice find to Flat. His three is up. It's no good. Buckley trying to go after it. Tips it out to the other Shelton. Gets a friendly roll. And 2 points to Graham Shelton. Nice sequence there for Covenant.
That's not quit basketball. That's very good basketball right there.
No quit in Covenant. Here's a three. It's going to almost bank in, but it doesn't go down. Ball's on the floor. 4 different players on the floor. Shelton gets it stolen away from him. As Lynch took it, the shot is not going to count. He was fouled right around the W and Warriors. Crazy sequence there. So check out this relentless possession from Covenant.
That's effort. Gotta love it. Both teams down here at this end, the ball was loose everywhere.
Roncalli out of bounds underneath. They get it down low. Trying to make a move, but he has to kick it out. Not sure where the travel came, but that's going to be the call against. Looks like Luke Kagaris is in for.
Did he pick up his foot? I didn't see that.
We missed that one, but
yep.
Let's see what Covenant does after that turnover. Crane is back in for Covenant. On the floor with both Sheltons, Buckley and Jaden Ashley. Foul away from the basketball as Shelton was cutting towards the lane. And just like that, 2 quick fouls called on Luke Kagaris.
That's his fourth? Okay.
Just 2 for Luke. Covenant gets it in the corner to Crane.
Oh, man, you got to pound the ball inside.
Ashley, not the biggest guy on the floor, but he was working that block well. Crane swings it over to Shelton. 1 minute to play. Covenant staying patient, waiting for the right look. Will it be Buckley here on the drive? Yes, it is. The runner goes from the left side for Brock Buckley. He has 8 points. Oh, nice dip down, and that bucket will go for Loeffler. Donahue with the assist. Shelton is going to be tardy on the travel. Boy, Covenant got it down on the other side of the floor in a hurry, and Shelton was in a hurry on his own. Check out this drive from Buckley.
I mean, that's high up on the backboard. That's one of your shots back in the Eastern Hancock days.
You've seen the highlights.
Oh yeah.
Tough drive here. Will he get it to go? No, and ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be last touch by Lynch of Roncalli.
Jarrett was a great basketball player at Eastern Hancock. As he's humble.
I was subpar.
You could knock down some shots.
Here and there.
Now you're calling shots. How about that?
I like that.
I like that a lot better, too.
I'll call the shots with you any day.
I like that, too.
20 seconds to play. Lomax has it.
You got to pound this inside. Don't you think if you post them up?
Just 2 made three-pointers and not much jumpers made. It's been a lot of drives for Covenant. Will they have another one here? Lomax over to Buckley. Here's a 3 from him, and it's good. Brock Buckley, nice quarter for him. 7 points in that quarter, 11 total. And that's how the third quarter will end. Nice job by Covenant Christian. They have a 4-point lead as we head to the fourth and final quarter. You're watching Warriors basketball powered by Indiana SRN.
Make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Coming game, a game that's already being played. Don't miss anything. Hit that red button, that subscribe button. YouTube on Indiana SRN. You'll be glad you did. Well, 8 minutes left.
Still a tight ball game. Roncalli took a couple leads. Just a 4-point deficit now. They're keeping it close. Good first game to open up this season for both teams, coming off state championship victories. And there's a shot made by Graham Shelton to open up the final quarter. Coach Scott Flatt sticking to this full court press. Might get a 10-second call here. There's a deflection, even better. Out to Crane, his 3, it's good.
How about 5 points within 30 seconds?
And we get a quick whistle, a quick timeout. Coach Wantz doesn't like the look of it. It's going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. What a way to open up this fourth quarter.
And this is how it ended. This is the third quarter right here. 0 clock, Bam.
Brock Buckley has 11. Him and Lomax both leading the way. Caleb Crane just picked up his 11th point. So 3 guys for the Warriors in double figures. And all 3 with 11. On the other side, Donahue and Lynch both with 14. Donahue with a big third quarter. He had 2 made 3-pointers. Looks like he's going to be the one for Roncalli to try and keep them in this ball game. But first, they got to break this pressure. This full court from Covenant has been hectic.
Roncalli only has 2 timeouts left with 7 minutes to play. I don't really like that. Never miss a game. Watch the game as many times as you like to go see it. Go to our YouTube page and subscribe now. Check for all the notifications and upcoming games. Go to YouTube, then Indiana SRN. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Double teaming the inbounds pass, trying to break it is Roncalli. They do. On the other side to Leffler. Strong bucket there for them. And looks like Leffler may have gotten a technical foul the way Covenant players are reacting. And Coach Wantz is not happy about that. Leffler got a strong bucket, and he let the Covenant player know about it, and that's what led to the tech. So now referees are going to sort this one out. Looks like Caleb Crane's going to be the one to go to the free throw line for Covenant. Technical free throw is good for Crane.
The other thing is they get the ball back.
Could be 2 free points, and it'll be 1 for 2. 4 free throw misses for Covenant Christian. Roncalli had 6 of them in the first half. They've been perfect ever since. But like you said, Coach, Covenant will keep the basketball with this 8-point lead. This is a pretty big possession for the Roncalli defense.
Back door.
Nice kick out, Crane. That 3-pointer's no good. Long rebound. Crane will get it himself. Oh, nice pass.
That was behind the back and behind the legs.
Bending down to pick it up. Just a little shovel. If you missed that one, you're going to want to see it again. Here's a tough drive on the other side for Roncalli. Drawing the foul with Special. And he'll go to the free throw line.
Shelton on the foul.
And now it's a 10-point ball game. A big possession there. Back to double digits, and the free throw miss there.
Here's the pass. Watch this pass. Missed free throw. He went after his basketball. I mean, that's between 2 defenders and between the legs.
No look pass, and 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Goes Roncalli. Buckley almost lost it. He's not going to be able to convert. Long rebound. Shelton goes after it. Lomax picks it up, and he'll reset the offense for the Warriors. Lomax tries to beat his man. He's going to draw a foul. Get a substitution here. Wilson had a long break. He's going to check back in.
The last time Wilson played was in the second quarter. Good minutes for Shelton.
Wilson's on the floor with Buckley, Crane, Graham Shelton, and B.J. Lomax. For Roncalli, they have Donahue Lynch, along with Gabe Horn. Trying to catch the other 2 here. But Lomax is on the drive, and he's going to get fouled away from the basketball. Luke Kagaris is also on the floor for Roncalli. And the last player out there is Speciale. He's going to take a seat. B.J. Lomax is going to go to the line because Covenant is in the bonus.
With 6:10 play. This This is eternity on free throw line.
First one is no good.
You got to make them.
Yeah, you do. Lomax hasn't scored since the second quarter, and it was a big one for him. He had 11 in that first half. He's been quiet ever since. But the rest of this team is doing their job, and they have this 10-point lead. In the final quarter, Kagaris was up top. Hand off to Donahue. Tough drive and an easy foul called on Brock Buckley.
Follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Get up-to-date scores, game day schedules, and much, much more at IndianaSRN. Tweet us today. Want to thank Snoop, who's following us now, and also a couple of young men from Roncalli. Thanks very much for tweeting us during halftime.
You mean Snoop Dogg's watching this game?
No, not Snoop Dogg. Snoop. If Snoop Dogg was watching this game, Snoop, we need help.
Donahue at the line. He missed the first, but he'll answer on the second.
That's his 7th point in the half.
15 total for Donahue. Here's Crane. Wilson. Nice head fake there. Tries to beat his man. He does. Foul's called as he drove the baseline. Fouls are coming with ease here in this second half. Both teams are in the bonus. 8 total fouls for Roncalli. Wilson can't convert on the 1-and-1.
That is 4 points they have left on the floor.
Just 2 points for Wilson. That came in the third. There's a three. Nobody picks him up. Luckily, it's a miss for Covenant. And the rebound goes to Buckley, trying to get it up the floor and easily stolen. Nice pass over to Donahue. Head fake, and he puts it up on the left side. Anthony Donahue with 17 to lead all scorers. Shelton's three in the corner is an air ball. Wilson's going after it. It may have been off of his foot, but they're going to say it was last touched by Roncalli.
Depth deception is not really good on that side of the floor, is it?
With 5 to go, Lomax pulls up. Runner's no good with the left hand. They're going to call a foul on Kagaris. That's number 3. Kagaris looks like he might have an inch or two on Crane as he went over the top of him to try and get the board.
Graham Shelton at the line, shooting 1-and-1. You got to knock these free throw down to get this separation.
First free throw is no good. It's off the back iron. Every single 1-and-1 attempt for Covenant has come up empty. Donahue setting the pace for Roncalli. Not sure where that came from, but they're going to say it's an illegal screen.
Lynch pushed off with the left hand. I don't know if he pushed him off so much that he lost his balance, but maybe Mr. Wilson is getting acting lessons at Covenant Christian.
Well, I thought on the handoff, maybe it was an illegal screen. I totally missed that one, but nonetheless, it's a turnover for Roncalli.
Been quiet lately.
Trey Flatt is in. Running the point for the Warriors. Donahue is on him. Picking him up at the volleyball line is Roncalli. Wilson lost the handle. Nice up-court pass to Donahue, and that's an easy lay-in. Turning defense into offense. That's the last thing Covenant wants, is to give free, easy points to Roncalli.
And you have just creeped them back into the game with the free throws you missed.
We talked about the free throws, and there's a blocking foul. Donahue thought he was set. We talked about the free throws earlier that Roncalli was missing, and now it's Covenant. They're the ones missing free throws. This time, Flatt is guaranteed 2. Trey Flatt, quiet game for him. 3 points in the third. Point number 4 right there.
And that's the first point they have scored in 3 minutes.
Three dribbles and a shot. Second one's no good. Ball's tipped around. Donahue gets the board, tries to throw it up, and that's a bad pass. Crane was there to pick it off. Could it turn into a 3 for Flatt? It does. Trey Flatt picks up 4 points in about 10 seconds. Back up to a 9-point game. Every possession crucial here from now on for Roncalli. Horn to the bucket. Nice job of drawing the foul. Gabe Horn, just 2 points for him. Do we have another technical foul here? It's going to be pointed at the side of Covenant Christian. Somebody on that bench.
Now you get 4 free throws. And you get the ball back.
We saw this back in the first half. This is... Not only do you hardly ever see this happen, but you don't see it happen twice in one game. 0 for 2. Horn has 2 more.
Nope,
now Donahue will shoot the technical.
Fouls.
Smooth shot. Donahue makes it look easy.
He's a player. 8-point lead.
And he's got 20.
Now it's 7.
Now 21 for Donahue. And Roncalli will take the basketball. Here's the steal from Crane. Flatt was ready for that shot. Still anybody's ball game. 7-point lead. 3:20 on the clock. Oh, Lynch loses it, and Crane picks it up on the steal. He's got numbers. Hands off to Wilson. Kicks it out to Flatt. Another 3. This time it won't go. Long rebound. Tipped over to Crane. He tries to get over to Flatt.
Oh, my goodness.
And Flatt is going to get fouled immediately by Donahue.
The contact that Flatt made with no foul sent the Roncalli player way out of bounds. He passed on that one. Then he goes for a layup, got the little bump, foul call.
This is probably the guy you want at the free throw line if you're Covenant. Trey Flatt, he makes the first one.
Anybody can knock him down. That's who I wanted on the free throw line.
And I have Donahue with 4 fouls.
That's what I have.
That is crucial. This last 3:05 is going to be big for Roncalli. They face a 9-point deficit. Flatt goes 2 for 2. He's got 9 points for the Warriors. Lynch finally gets the ball over. Oh, that pass was not there. Flatt read it perfectly. Lynch made the backdoor cut, and it wasn't there. Here comes Covenant. Could put this lead even larger. Short corner shot is no good from Ashley. Donahue picks up the rebound. Donahue might do it all himself. Nice assist down low and a nice bucket. Roncalli, I believe that was Michael Hegwood on the bucket. 60-53. Covenant might try to take as much clock off as they can. Layups or free throws if you're the Warriors. Buckley has it. Cross-court pass is not going to get away from Donahue, but it will as Wilson gets the steal, and he dumps it down to Ashley, who finishes it. Roncalli doesn't have much time.
Key possession every single time Roncalli gets the ball. They must score.
Down 9 again. Here's a timeout, I believe. Yep, that's what it's going to be. Coach Michael Wantz is going to call it. It's going to be a full timeout for Roncalli. and we will take a break with them. You're watching Warriors basketball powered by Indiana SRN.
How does a good man become even better? By working out? Or by working his way up the corporate ladder? By changing his diet? Or by changing his style? By traveling the world? Or by staying perfectly still? For 300 years, we've helped good men become the best versions of themselves through a dedicated fraternity and by taking an oath to live a life of integrity, service, and brotherly love. Men who are as committed to each other and their families as they are to our noble cause. In the end, we don't just make men better, we make them Masons. Not just a man, a Mason.
Join us on Thursday night, December 10th, as Greenwood Christian takes on Covenant Christian. That game is at Greenwood Christian at a 7:30 start. Jimmy Cook, Keith Myers have the broadcast for you this Thursday night, December 10th. Greenwood Christian, Covenant Christian, right here on Indiana SRN.
A whole slew of games coming up in the coming days. Here's a lob as Trevor Locke has checked in. He can't handle the pass as Roncalli was just looking for a quick two. Lomax in control. Roncalli.
You don't need a basket. You really don't need a basket.
Lomax is going to dump it down to Shelton, and that's an easy bucket.
Well, they'll take a basket.
They'll take an easy one like that. On the other side, Lynch lays it up. No backside boxing out. Everybody went after Lynch. And Donahue picked up the bucket. A minute left to go. 9-point lead for Covenant. A tip from behind and a turnover. Here comes Roncalli. Nobody picks up the basketball. That's an easy bucket for Luca Garris. And Roncalli has to foul quickly. Don't let any more time off that clock. Roncalli trying to figure out their lineup. Trevor Locke's going to take his seat. Trey Flatt's going to check back in, and Wilson will take a seat.
That is his fifth foul.
Is that Luke's fifth foul of the night? Wow.
Aiden Leffler is going to come in also. Looks like the 5 right now is Donahue, Leffler, Kagaris. Noah Sissel is in for Roncalli. And Matthew Babb. Babb had 4 fouls. That's why he was sitting for so long. Lomax gets 2. Off the front of the rim, and it goes down. It's the first point for Lomax since the second quarter.
Unbelievable.
He has 12. Can he make it 13? No, off the back iron.
Gotta go.
40 seconds to play. Sissel puts it up nicely. And a quick timeout called by Coach Wantz. It's just going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Roncalli at this point is just playing foul the right guy, hope he misses, and get a quick bucket on the other end.
Yeah. Don't forget tonight, if you want to listen to high school basketball, Indiana SRN Radio, Heritage Christian opens up their season tonight. I think this is going to be Ritter's second game of the night, but Heritage Christian, a team that has a brand new coach, brand new look. I'm sure you look at some film this week, going to be a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, Coach Warren Wallace in his first year with the Eagles. Last year, just 9-14 under head coach Corey Jackson. He was there for 7 years, and it was this Covenant Christian team that knocked them out of the sectional last year.
Circle City Conference team, Heritage Christian is, so you get a double dip of Central Circle City Conference, and you get a double dip at Jarrett and Justin, enjoy your hot dog on your way there, and make sure you get a nacho on the way there, and we'll be tuning in. If you like to get more kids on web TV or internet radio, hit that donate button that you just clicked on when you go away from the game. You get our web page, our open page, hit that donate button. Every dollar goes right back into the process of getting more kids on TV. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Full court pressure, obviously, brought by Roncalli. Buckley gets it in, quickly to Flatt. Flatt got knocked down. The possession will stay with Covenant Christian, but Flatt was hounded by two Roncalli players.
That official is going to pass on that foul every single time because you know why? It deflected out of bounds. Tricks of the trade.
They get it over to Flatt, and they have to foul him. Foul might go to Hegwood. Actually, they're going to call it on Spazzelli. Trey Flatt back to the free throw line. He was there a short time ago.
You still got to knock these down.
Now he's 3 for 4 total.
Do you think they'll practice free throw shooting on Monday?
They probably will.
I would think.
9 missed free throws as a team for Covenant. And 9 missed free throws on the other end for Roncalli, too. He makes the second one, however. 7-point lead. 30 seconds left to go. Roncalli has to move fast. Sissel down the floor. Nice backdoor cut by Donahue, and he's rejected by Buckley. Ball gets deflected out of bounds off Roncalli. Roncalli will probably have to foul on this possession. But if it gets any larger than 7, I imagine they'll let the game go. Gets it into Lomax, and he's fouled immediately by Kagaris. Covenant Christian well on their way to getting a season-opening victory. A couple football players on this squad just came back from Lucas Oil. They're probably happy to get a win for Coach Scott Flatt, who's in his 16th year. Lomax hits the first. He's got 13 now. Nice wide range of scoring for Covenant Christian. A lot of guys contributed last year. A lot of guys contributing in game number 1. Second free throw misses, but Lomax hits his own rebound. Will he make it 2? He will. How about that for Lomax? Makes it a 10-point lead with 10 seconds to go, and you get another foul. This time, Caleb Crane will go to the free throw line, and this one is well out of reach now.
His fourth foul. Caleb Crane will be the line for the Warriors.
Here's that Lomax. Nice tip by Shelton. He tipped it right over to Lomax. Boy, Shelton.
He's played a pretty good ball game today.
Shelton has 8 points, but I've been really impressed with how he plays without the basketball, how he plays on defense, how he's making extra opportunities for his teammates. Graham Shelton has played a solid game, almost in double figures, and there's at least 3 guys in double figures for Covenant.
How about 167 wins for Scott Flatt? Pretty impressive.
Very. Donahue has it. It's tipped. Crane will throw it up to Lomax, who will dribble it out. And that is the ball game as the buzzer sounds. Covenant Christian opens up this season with a 70-59 victory over a Circle City Conference opponent in Roncalli.
Very good ball game as you see both teams going to go to half court. Don't forget, in its 51st year of publication, Hoosier Basketball Magazine will be available on Christmas Day. Check out the magazine cover and the whole entire state, covering every single team and players you love. Follow Hoosier Basketball Magazine on Twitter at HHB Magazine. Indiana SRN, and Hoosier Basketball Magazine. Good ball game. Enjoy your game at Ritter tonight, as Covenant Christian's next time they're on the air will be on Thursday night as they take on the Greenwood Christian Cougars. That game on Thursday. For Roncalli, the next game they will play is on Thursday. They will play Decatur Central next Friday at Whiteland, and Covenant Christian back in action next Saturday, also against both of those on Indiana SRN TV. Great ball game.
Yeah, it was. Covenant Christian, they got out to that early lead. Roncalli stuck around. Some free throws were key, then they kept it close. Let's go over the final scoring numbers. First for Roncalli, they were led in scoring by Anthony Donahue with 23. Caden Gore, or actually, that's what we called him earlier. It's Lynch. He had 14. 2 points for Gabe Horn. 4 for Noah Sissel. 6 points for Aiden Leffler. 4 for Matthew Babb, and 2 apiece for Michael Hegwood and Luke Kagaris. On the other side, a very balanced scoring for Covenant Christian. They were led by Brian Lomax with 15. Brock Buckley added 13. 12 points for Caleb Crane. 10 points for Trey Flatt. 8 points for Graham Shelton. 7 points for Jaden Ashley. And 3 points for Micah Wilson. How about that? 4 guys in double figures.
On behalf of Indiana SRN, we thank you very much for watching. That's Jarrett Lewis. Our producer was Jared Collins. Our camera guy, Kellyanne Johnson. Keith Myers. See you the next time. You've been watching High School Basketball, powered by Indiana SRN.